with this tax bill that passed, they have added in the ACA removal. They have added in specific stuff for, donors that are out there. The DeVos family is getting all sorts of sweetheart little deals that are put in there.
But he promised he was going to drain the swamp. Why?
Yeah, Sargon. Hey, Sargon. Hey, how about that? Keep your Medicare, keep your Medicaid, even though they're going to have to slash it with this, and vote Trump anyway because he's our guy, kind of thing. It's like, yeah, you've been proven.
But he said, his specific thing was that Trump was definitely going to raise taxes on big business.
Which is another thing. When they initially pushed this thing out, it was supposed to be 25. The Republicans were like, 25, that's a good number. We can go with that. Trump's like, no, fuck it. Hold my beer. Let's go 20%.
Yeah, 20. The corporations were even fine with 25. He cut 5% off that shit.
Look at the corporations were even fine with what it was.
Yeah, look at the fucking huge amount of debt America is already in. This is going to add another trillion on top.
Another trillion.
What the fuck are you doing?
Clearly, we don't know.
And that was just after they just voted $700 billion extra in military spending to the largest military that's ever existed. What are you doing?
We don't know. Kevin, I can't answer for it.
There's nobody that could stand up against us. I mean, unless you're talking about number-wise, like with people,
Get me a dragon.
America has.
We are working on it.
Yeah,
that's insane. You don't need to be spending that kind of money on it.
We know. On this show, we're perfectly fucking aware of this. We've been talking about this for years at this point.
And we tell people about this all the time. Anybody and I work in a predominantly area where we have ex-military people that want to talk to me about how wrong I am about things. And it's like, no. You don't get to do that just because you're older than me and you served in the military, that therefore you are righter than me,
But
they probably are more right than you. But that's
yeah, verily.
Okay, here's the thing, is that there has been, since the Reagan era, a concerted effort to promote...
Dumb down.
to reduce education.
Yeah.
To reduce access to information, to muddy the waters with what fact actually means, to conflate opinion and fact. And these things have finally culminated in the perfect soup for fascism to take hold. And that is exactly what has occurred. Oh, you think the Nazis did a good job running shit? No, it was not a good time to be a German, in fact. It just seemed more organized because the pictures that we have from the era were by the people who were trying to display a sense of wealth.
Yeah.
It was propaganda. It was all propaganda.
Hey, no,
we know that Germany wasn't great. We know that Germany wasn't doing so hot at the time.
No, but right now, we have people who go, but Volkswagen's pretty good, and that was a Nazi thing. Maybe fascism isn't so bad.
It's a bit muddier than that. They need to understand the nuance behind Volkswagen. They really need to.
But that's like the line of thinking that we're dealing with.
I don't know that's it, but
no, because
I think it's authoritarianism. I'm sorry, it's
more hyperbolic. But believe me,
it's cruelty. It is feeding in to the worst of humanity. We have not taught ethics. We have not taught morality. Morality has been conflated with religiosity, for hell's sake, for 30 years or so, maybe longer, but it wasn't entirely true.
Well, you're seeing this now actually with the Roy Moore thing. That religious leaders who know child rape is obviously one of the most disgusting things you can do. But it doesn't matter anymore because their religiosity is what morality is to these people.
Right. And so they will deny any immoral behavior as long as it comes from somebody who espouses religiosity.
Yeah. And you wouldn't mind, but Trump, but Trump isn't even really a religious man. He never has been until it became necessary to get elected as a Republican.
Yeah.
He's never been religious man.
I urge everybody to go find the video where they're doing the laying on hands of praying with him in Trump Tower. And you have the Jewish guy with the yarmulke put his hand like over Trump's face and starts praying, and you can just see Trump going, I don't know what's going on.
He's trying to eat my soul.
And so anyway, back to the bill that we have going on here. And I didn't mean to derail it too much here, but like when you're talking about
trying to derail it.
No, I'm just saying I'm derailing it right now by saying this is that even as people that are advocates for social justice, we're blamed all the time for starting a new religion. You know, it's just because we believe in people's feelings and shit instead of, you know.
Well, actually, in the bill, it removes certain restrictions on religious organizations being able to donate to political organizations while still maintaining their tax-exempt status.
Yeah, it eases the Johnson Amendment shit that happened. And so what's happened here is that I believe it's around like page 100 of the thing, they start talking about these beneficiaries of popular college savings plans known as 529 accounts. And so the bill reads, nothing shall prevent an unborn child from being treated as a designated beneficiary. So it's like who gets these rights and everything, or an individual under the section. And it goes on to define an unborn child. And then it goes, okay, an unborn child is a child in utero. And they go to define term child in utero. And they defined it thusly. This means a member of the species Homo sapiens at any stage of development who is carried in the womb. So
time for me to remove my uterus. It's time for me to remove my uterus because
you don't need it. Get rid of it.
No,
a child.
The risk is too high for me at this point.
If
something goes fucking wrong, let's just say I am healthy and I'm in a monogamous relationship that I've decided I want to be in the rest of my life and I want to reproduce with this person. At this point, that's looking pretty rare. But let's say that happens and I decide I am going to have a baby. And then I find out that this pregnancy is going to fucking kill me. According to this, I get to die.
Well, that actually happened in the Republic of Ireland, where abortion is still legal. There's actually a Polish immigrant woman who was married to an Irishman who she had ectopic pregnancy.
Ectopic.
And they knew but they couldn't perform the abortion to save the woman's life because it was illegal. So they literally had to watch as this woman bled to death.
It's a horrific death, by the way. Ectopic pregnancy death is not good.
Not cool. Yeah. No, it's not fun.
And the doctors just had to let it happen. They couldn't even give her fucking, they couldn't even just end it. They couldn't do anything. They couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, ending that pregnancy means that she can get pregnant later.
Yeah.
But her life is forfeit. And there is no such thing as a viable ectopic pregnancy.
None.
It
None
doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And let me see what I was going to say. So the bullshit that they're trying to push in there is going to mean that they're going to try to do this anti-choice kind of thing. The anti-choice activists that are clapping their buttery hands together like, yay, we get to save more babies now. And they buried it so deep in the definition of a tax plan that they're all applauding this thing. So
yeah,
and they said
it's in a tax plan. God damn it!
And so one person questions here, Representative Diana DeGetti of Colorado railed against it, saying that this is a backdoor attempt to establish personhood from the moment of conception. Even in the tax reform debate, Republicans could not resist including offensive provisions to appease to an extremist minority. The tax code is no place to define what constitutes an unborn child. What's next? Giving a social security number to a zygote?
Yeah.
Well, we might as well let them vote too.
I demand a national insurance number for each one of my sperm. That has to happen. Life begins in the ball sack.
Well, that's where it really belongs.
Honestly, no, seriously, as someone with a uterus, this scares the fuck out of me.
It should.
Absolutely.
I mean, it scares the fuck out of me. Because...
go on, sorry.
Because I have to live with this. Like, this basically, for me, tells me I don't get to have a choice to get pregnant. Because should something go wrong, should I need an abortion, I know I won't be able to get it safely. That my very life will be at risk every single time, at any single point. If I'm pregnant, my life is forfeit. And you know what? I'm sorry. I only get this one. I can't take that risk. I can't. Nope. I cannot do it.
Yeah, but good luck getting your uterus removed, though, because you have to have the consent of a man to do it.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, what?
You haven't heard like a lot of people that tried to go in for hysterectomies that they pressure them to change their mind because what would your husband say? Think about it. If you want children in the future, there are a lot of doctors that will not perform hysterectomies because they think
they'll
mansplain.
That's another topic.
The medical license.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't think your personal religious ethic should come into it. If you're not prepared to do your job as a doctor, you shouldn't be allowed to be a fucking doctor.
Yeah, my sports medicine doctor that I'm going to go see Monday doesn't get to say, I don't ethically believe in penetrating a woman that isn't my wife, so I can't give you shots.
No. Mike Pence. Mike Pence, the doctor.
Mike Pence, the doctor. I'm sorry, I can't visit you as a doctor without a nurse present in the room. Without my wife present in the room.
Okay, I was going to say nurse present is okay for some things, I think, because it keeps them honest. Because there are some doctors that have been rather handsy lately,
that's not entirely out of the question.
Yeah.
But yeah,
except for maybe they don't want to be sharing this with the whole world. Maybe women want to have a limited audience.
That too. Yeah.
Maybe. I need at least three.
The adding in of this kind of provision and the Betsy DeVos fucking high school reunion fund thing, whatever.
Ridiculous.
All of that bullshit. I can understand, and again, I don't want to fuck up your security clearance with the American authorities, but I have
no idea what you're talking about.
I perfectly well understand why people just think, oh fuck it, burn it down, just burn it all fucking down. It needs to go from scratch. Because the system is so broken. It's so broken.
Why do you think I'm requesting a dragon?
It's not entirely out of the question.
However,
I'm not saying I would completely disagree, but
but the problem is that's a lot of the statement that some of these alt-right people have is where they're like,
it is.
They're going to remove everything. They're destroying everything. Yay!
Oh, no.
But this is what
I want to be perfectly fucking clear. When I talk about authoritarianism being a problem, and me wanting a dragon, I want singular me to be the authority.
That's not authoritarianism.
No,
it's a monarchy.
It's a monarchy.
How can it be authoritarianism when there's a dragon? Come on,
really? Yeah.
Well,
okay. Look. If somebody shows up with a dragon, they get the keys. That's just the way it works. Those are the rules.
I'm just telling you guys will be really happy with me being because I'll be much nicer than.
Look, the only question I have is, will the man camps be nice?
There are no man camps.
The forced milking stations.
We don't even get our own. We don't even get our own camps.
No, you don't even get your own camps. You either behave like a goddamn decent human being or you're burned. That's it. There's no camps. There's no slavery in this world.
Take the knee. Take the knee.
Bend the knee.
Bend the knee.
Bend the knee.